Hey guys, I'm Rogan and this is my rant. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We believe in the diversity of thought here on this channel, especially in today's video. So, what do we get? Why especially in today's video? It's not special in any other video. Well, it is. But today, I'm going to be talking about the pitfalls of modern dating. I've made similar videos to this in the past. I don't consider myself a red pill content creator. I'm kind of just like, I believe I have a grounded in reality approach, and I'm not toward either extreme in terms of like what the boomers think and then like what the Gen Zers think. I'm not saying that those generations are bad, that they have their good and their bad outlooks or their opinions and stuff like that. But yeah, so if you like modern dating related content, I can always make more of it. But I don't want to make it a focal point on the channel where like every other video is going to be a dating video. Like, I mean, I don't have a ton of experience. I have a little bit of experience, but yeah. So if you like similar content, you can hit the like button, and if you don't like it, you know what to do. All right. So getting into the video now, what goes on YouTube and Reddit, or wherever you go, you hear all these horror stories of modern relationships, or the doom and gloomers, or like the woe is me's and stuff like that. And yes, a lot of people have been hurt. I understand that. I believe myself to be a little bit of an empath. So I like to think I can put myself in other people's shoes. Like, wow, that must feel really debilitating or something like that. But eventually people move on. Sometimes people never move on, and they're stuck in this cycle for years and years and years, and they have nothing better to do but complain about it on the internet. Now, I'm not saying all red pill content creators, all they do is complain. They just make you aware of female nature, male nature, how the modern dating landscape has changed, what to do about it, the negatives of dating apps. I mean, I watched a video the other day from a content creator that I enjoy, and he was describing how you have to be good at 10 different things to be proficient with dating apps with your strategy. But if you cold approach, you only have to be good at, 2 things, really. And, you can look it up if you really want to watch it. I'm not going to really get into everything in this video about that. But the thing is, what I want to talk about is that, sure, the initial laws of attraction, like when you can only looks max. In red pill they call it looks maxing, like proportion facial features, like the right amount of facial hair, the accessories that you wear, the clothes that you wear, your height, your muscle build. You can only looks max so much, right? Because that's an initial law of attraction. Or if it comes up in conversation that you had an inheritance, or you own your own business, or you're an executive, like a top level executive at a big marketing firm or something like that, right? So there's a lot of initial laws of attraction. There's like the looks, money, and the status, and then like your game, like the game that you have, or the Riz, what the Zoomers call it, or whatever. I'm not that great with a lot of modern slang or whatever. But what I'm getting at is that those are initial laws of attraction. They help. They definitely help. But sometimes just taking the chance to go up to someone and strike up a random conversation, it does make you stand out, because a lot less people do it because they hide behind a screen. And I used to do this. I used to think, it's like, oh, well, that's how everybody does it these days, and you're always going to be perceived as a creep or a loser or desperate or like cringe or whatever you want to call it, right? But I have a little experience about approaching, but I'm not that good at it. I'll be honest with you. But the thing is that striking up a conversation with strangers, sometimes it can be difficult if you're not in the right mental space. So sometimes you have to take care of yourself before you can really put yourself out there. And sometimes it's confidence, and then sometimes there's charisma that's involved with it. But the thing is, when you talk to someone, like there's these channels that go up with microphones, and they don't really approach. They ask the women on the street. It's like, oh, well, what would you do if some guy approached you? Like more of them than not, they're like, they would either be flattered, they'd be like, oh wow, that doesn't happen a lot. Oh, that's nice. And like, especially the really attractive ones. Like everybody has their type. Like if you're into fat chicks, great. I mean, and if you're into a certain race more than another race, that's just what you're attracted to, right? Because you are attracted to, just like what you're, I guess, hardwired to attracted to. If you're a guy that likes dudes, or if you're a girl that likes girls, or the many colors of the Progress Pride flag I have right there. So Now, yes, everyone. So that's the reason I said all of that was like you're attracted to what you're attracted to. When a woman likes a guy, they say or whatever that like, it takes 15 seconds to determine like if they're a little bit more open to talking to you, or if they're starting to dig your vibe, or they kind of like where this is going, or they kind of like you or whatever. There's that 15 seconds of initial attraction. Sometimes it's the delivery of your lines, or just like the common. You don't really need a pickup line. But it's what I'm getting to is that everybody has a type. If there's 10 women, there's like 10 women lined up. There's women that really like the lumberjack look, like the big beard, like the big, like, like dad bod, but not like overly fat. And then there's the ones that like really like the tall, lanky guy, right? Or like an athlete or something like that, like a basketball player. Or there's the women who really like either the blonde or the brunette guy. Not brunette, but you know what I mean, dark haired or light haired or whatever. And they're like, oh, he's a top level executive. It's like, oh, he works in a machine shop as a tool maker, or like he's blue collar. Like, wow, he's an electrician. He's a plumber. He's this. He's that. He's a lawyer. Oh wow, he's a doctor, or like he works in like he cares about customer service, or he takes his job really seriously. Or like the way you look, the way your face looks, or just like how you're built is like, there's the girls that like, there's like, oh, the dad bod, or the girls that really want someone who's like chiseled and stuff like that. So everybody, including women, they have their type. And sometimes if they encounter someone like you who might be their type, they be like, wow, this type of guy is talking to me. There's a lot of possibilities when you actually go out there. What I'm just trying to say is that the red pill gives you, useful advice sometimes, but it's more of like describing is like, oh, woman will always do this, or woman will always do that, or this is how it's always going to be, and then the divorce statistics here, and then like you have to. It's all about looks, money, and status. Looks, money, and status is important, but it's not the whole picture. Because if you can talk well, if you can have a conversation, and you can make an impact on someone, it's something as simple as just doing something nice, like holding the door for someone, or just saying like, or just walking up and saying like, it's like, oh, I was like, oh, I noticed you from where I noticed you from over there. I just wanted to come over and say hi. I dig your outfit, or like that's a cool outfit, or like that's a your hair, whatever. It's like it's kind of like a natural type of thing, right? So that's what I wanted to say. It's not all doom and gloom when you look at modern dating and stuff like that. It's not everything about the red pill rabbit hole or the red pill echo chamber. There's good and there's bad to it. You just have to kind of like, peel back the curtain and see what's really behind it. It's like, sometimes it's people, it's a confirmation bias. They don't have a lot of luck with women, so then they go online and they have a ton of things that confirms like, oh yeah, women are terrible. It's like men can be bad too, women can be bad, but I truly believe, this is just my belief, I'll take this to the grave, there's more good out there than bad. But the news, the media, YouTube, what gets more clicks? The bad stories, the bad events, the bad. That's what gets more attention. So everyone's stuck in the negative, but there is more good out there. You just have to look for it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that content. If you did, hit that like button. And if you didn't like my topic or my shirt, or you don't like my talking points or whatever, I really want you to hit that dislike button, because get a good gauge of what I'm saying, whatever. So hit the subscribe button. It's free, and the notification bell. It might work, it might not. I would love to hear what you have to say in the comment section down below. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll see you next time.